Hello everyone to our first tutorial on YouTube.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's continue where we left off with this Pokeball. Now we're gonna continue. Let's continue with this. Go with So, if you remember, we were able to cut off half the Pokeball, and now we're going to do the same by cutting off all the vertices on this side of it. Now we just have a quarter left, huh? Now we can go ahead and add this modifier here. And let's go with the mirror modifier. So we'll mirror it to that side. And we'll want it to go from also the Z. Just the X and the Z. Then we can go ahead and just press tab. And we can go ahead and edit only one side of it, which while it counts for 2. Good. Well, it just looked a bit off to me there. this. And then let's go ahead and hit apply to this. So they recently moved the old here. The apply. Now, let's go here. And this center area that we had, let's go here. Go ahead and select all these. Get rid of X-ray mode. We want to select one side of this. There we go. Select all these. There probably is a better way to do this than selecting them all manually, but I am too lazy to look for that right now because I always forget it. Let's see. That being said, let's go ahead and make this scale to it. Let's go ahead and factor this to 100. Then let's go ahead and select faces. Let's go with the two center faces. Oh. There we go. Go on everything. Now it's going to be a bit more fun. And also get a couple of these corners. As probably well as everything in the sphere, basically. So after we do this, go ahead and basically just not extend, but what's the opposite? It's called extrude along the normals. Oops. Let's go with it. Okay, now I can go ahead and do this. Extrude along the normals. No, we're gonna go ahead here, somewhere like that. Right. And now this little pig, push this not out, but in slightly. Huh. So these two are mistakes that should be fixed. Let's see. Where are these coming from? I go here, can I find them? Yeah, there they are. There we go. Found these miserable pieces. Now, actually, wait. Okay, that was just the inside. Okay, now we can go ahead and okay, this works. Now we go ahead and move this in. There's these weird shapes here that I don't actually recognize where they're coming from. That's the peculiar bit. So, just going back, deselecting these. After a simple deselect, go here. Now that these are out, maybe a bit more in. Yeah, like that. Okay. That these are here. Could just delete them, but in case that causes an issue that I don't know about, I'd rather not do that. Instead, we're just gonna move these inside as well. Okay. Let's just faces. No faces. They're part of that. Go ahead and get rid of. It's connected to the inside of this one for whatever reason. I could just grab it at this point and just move it in. Honestly, that might be just what I do. These are getting annoying. Let's take these and push them in. Moving these. What's happening is there's a fold there that we didn't know about. And to go back and fix that could take us a long time. So for now, that should be fine. Now it won't bother us, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, so let's push this in just a tiny bit more. Always that. Yeah, see, these random bits are being selected every here and there. Okay. So, what are these? These are the inside parts of this that aren't being folded in properly. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom. Just gotta cut these out. And there it is. This and this. And boom. Okay, so now let's move on to something called what do we call this? Well, we're still using the medium pointer. I'm going to go ahead and change basically it's fine, it's fine. Thinking, can we make it deeper or should we make it deeper? The view deep is fine. It should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Now we can go ahead and apply basically this. It's going to be a different material than the rest. So go here, add a new material. We're going to go with this. This is going to be a bit more fun since we get to just change it. But let me just see how this looks in edit mode. Okay, yeah, better. And let's go back here. Go ahead and select all of this. And boom, boom. Control plus. we can go ahead and make this thing a different texture. Let's the ball center, ball center. Okay, now let's just give this a quick black color. Stop. If I go here, the wireframe. If I go out of edit mode, I go into something like rendered mode. It's applying to the whole thing, right? That's because we didn't properly get it to only apply in the center. So just gotta move this. Let's go ahead and delete this. Go here, go to edit mode. So just keep this until it's selected. Go to edit mode, go here. This, and where is it's not here. There's always a button. Yeah, so after we select it, we'll just go into the plus and just assign this to that. That should be fine. Let's check. There we go. And that means basically the rest we assigned the new one. So let's go with this. And boom, boom, boom. Actually, mode's off. Actually, wait, does that mean? No, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, all that means is that we just have to go here. You get all of this. I still didn't toggle it back on. Go there. There. It's gonna be a pain. You're gonna have to select all these little pieces here and there, there. Just this and go here. So actually that we mentioned already. Let's go ahead and work on this for a sec. Get some new name. Center. just have to go ahead and pick more or less the, what's it called? We're gonna have to flatten it a bit. So basically we're gonna go to the center and make a select everything from in between. Let's see. Good. X scale. Basically, we just need to flatten this. Just a simple flattening up. Then we go ahead, G, the Y, push this back in. Just a bit. G, maybe a bit more. Let's do this and flatten this entire thing in a bit. Only this line. Let's go with this just a tad in. Just a tad. Make it more flat here. Like that. If we go here, oh, not even edit mode. A bit more in. Would add a subdivision onto this. Something simpler. There we go. I'm wondering if it's not extruded enough inside. We can do this. So go to faces, select all these. cause any issues, we should be fine. The only issue is it sometimes causes issues like this. You're trying to avoid earlier. This is being X-ray cut. What is that? Now I'll go ahead and move this in just a bit more. Just a bit. That much more. Yes. Success. Or is it? It is not a success. There we go. Okay, and then we go ahead here, select these. Select this. Gone. And go here. Just do a similar quick cut. Boom, boom. And boom. There we go. Double Pokeball. Okay, and now just for a quick second, let's go here and disable this modifier just from the display. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and basically select this entire top part. Okay, yeah, so I thought. Okay, and just for my own sanity, let's go here. Let's deselect these. Handle this good and ready. Move this here, select this, and there we go. And deselect this, and we're good to go for a new material on right the front. Okay, this is, yeah, okay. Let's go with Pokeball. Let's just give this a red. Done. Ta-da! It's a buffalo. Okay, so for whatever reason, it selects the bottom as well for that material. But that's all we wanted. So let's go here. this a new material. New, just this selected. Open bottom. 1 second. Okay, back. Let's go with something like this. Go ahead and change this to Pokemon. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Pokemon. Bottom. I'm going to assign this to selected. So now if we look at this in rendered, nice. Oh, what's missing here? Oh, look at our photo of a Pokeball. I wonder where this photo actually is. Maybe just inside. Let's see. There it is. What's missing from this and this? Yeah, it's missing a center. So that's what we're gonna have to do now. Let's go back, add in this GUI center. Wow, that sounds disgusting actually. So we got the colors applied to it, so we can see it somewhat at least. Go do this. UV. We're gonna need a cylinder. Scale this. Damn. Rotate this about like 90 degrees. Yeah. There we go. Just gonna have to scale and move this into here. And basically just shove this in. Oops. Oops. No, that's why. G and then Y and then move and then boom. And that's it. And boom. Now if we go back into, so go out of it, object mode, and go back to this, have this, and what we want to do is make it the same, give it the same material. What's this one called? That was just a white color. It should be fine like this. Maybe we can go ahead and shade smooth. No. We want this top, just this top face. We want these side faces to be shaded smooth. Let's go into edit, go here, subdivide. That probably did nothing. Okay. Let's see. After this, let's simply move this. This should be fine in terms of location. Sticking. This is a nice size. It might be a bit too big. Let's go and just reduce the size just a tiny bit. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. Now what we're going to do is go ahead here, go ahead and insert a face, and we're going to go ahead and move this about there. About there. Has to be like the center of the Pokeball, that area. So we're gonna go do that. That should be fine. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and extrude that. Like so. Just forget if it's like Pokeball is it very thick or very thin, that area. And that's it. Now I can go ahead and promptly shade smooth. The shine on it isn't exactly what I want. Same with this dark edge pattern here. It should be fine for what we need, but no, this doesn't seem too solid here. Let's see. It's the roughness. We can go ahead and just change that to very little. Something like bottom. Let's go for the top. We can decrease the roughness. All those sorts of nice this is specular, but sheen. Move this, go. This area that's bothering me. It makes it look like it's super folded. Almost like it's cloth. I can just select these and flatten them. just those parts of shade flat. Yeah, no. You know what? But this is actually fine. I don't mind this. Yeah, let's go with this and let's give a similar shade to the bottom portion. Well, as this cylinder should give it the similar. Let's give it a similar material. Okay, football bottom. Go with. Okay, let's take this one that we have for now. And you know what? It's decent. Let's move it with the rest. No. Let's at least make it as red as the top one. So 0.67. Increase the roughness. Decrease the roughness. Make the sheen go up to 0.5. Sheen up to 0.5. 0.5. There. Let's get this the same thing. I'm thinking maybe this doesn't get so spectacular. This becomes more matte, so it becomes a more rough texture. That looks better. So with something like that, now we can go ahead and move this into our scene, which is still supposed to happen. Move this up. Let's see what's wrong here. Okay. I moved the art. I just have to move it back in. Just move this art back in real quick. Yeah. Let's go ahead and add this here. These flowers. We have our mountain. And where is our mountain? There it is. Okay. Now if we do F12, let's see how this looks. Okay, so a bit weird right now, and that's because there's a strange amount of lighting that's hitting this. It's because we're using that blue background without using an actual sun. If we go to 0, let's move this, let's rotate this a bit. Let's put this here. Scale this down a bit actually. It's like huge compared to everything else. Move this Pokeball, move it a bit lower, make it touch the ground a bit. Let's move this right there. It looks like it's interacting with the scene. So this is how you know I'm an idiot, because when this Pokeball has a cylinder, you're supposed to link these two so that the purpose of linking these is so that if they are together, you do not lose them ever. Join. I want to default. Okay, I parent it. I parent it. So now if I go here and I go here and I go like this, it's there. Okay. Nice. That pink is gonna kill me. Test one. Okay. Let's go with these nice flowers. Let's put them back in. Clouds. Mountains. Okay. Waterfall is in lands. Flowers right there. Playing around with this way too much. Let's go here. Let's go to flowers. Let's go there. Boom. Flowers. We have our Pokeball. It's random. Rotate this a bit. Rotate in the X. No. The X. Rotate in the Y. Okay. Put it there. Let's scale this down a bit. G. There. No, no, no. Let's save this just in case. In the could just have this roll down a hill. It'd be funny. Now, where was the wind? Let's hide this book thing over here. Move this a bit lower. Make it look like it's actually in this tall grass. And you know what? Let's make a couple clones of this. Let's go to our Pokeball. And let's duplicate this once more. Take this. A bit like that. Alright, this is still here. And where's the other copy? Let's go here. Let's rotate this one. Can we like how they're all just sponged up together. Bring this one up ahead a bit more. There we go. And that makes a much more natural image. We have something like this now instead. Natural minds. Okay, let me remove that little cube. Right? We were supposed to turn it into something, but we never decided what. Nice. Okay. Now that we're done these Pokeballs, collection. Let's go ahead and move this. There. Okay. Beautiful. Huh. Thinking. Does it fit the style? Because I know I did the grass and everything around it in a more Studio Ghibli sort of style. And this is supposed to be more, what's it called? This becomes more realistic as a response because I was just doing what I thought was right. But is it fine? Let's continue. We'll come back to this. If it doesn't look right, we'll play with the nose, give it a more cartoonish look. And that should be it for that. Right. Meanwhile, we have this mess over here that we were supposed to finish. Alright. Let's go. Go with a wave. So where was that? So we use the what's called the soft light and the emissions to make what we have so far. But the issue we had right now was that I wasn't getting the solid lines that I needed from the wave emitter. Let's go ahead here and go here, move, let's get rid of the clouds, let's get rid of the land, just look at, and the bubbles, unfortunately. Let's just look at this environment here. We have this mapping done. The issue I have is that this water is not falling properly. So can we just do from spherical to in the Z direction? Add in a stronger like that. I don't know why I phase that to that. Let's put this distortion to 0. No, that would do. It's supposed to be more like rings, but it's not giving me that, and it's bothering me. Let's give it 0. Oh no, because our x-axis is Use that one. What is it that's causing this to be less certain of itself? That's what we need to find, because it was point. Maybe if I... Okay, that helps. Let's go with this and this. Put this to 0. That's not the worst. Okay, that's fine. I rotate this around the x-axis. Unless it's not the x-axis, I have to rotate it too. Let's try rotating it here. The rotation seems off to me. I can't pinpoint why. Fun. Let's see. We have... Let's move this to this. Go here. And then... go see this. Let's see. Go here. And then change this. Thinking. Okay, if we took a look at... I want to see if we can go ahead and change the strength, maybe. Strength is at 1, this is connected to the surface, that's at 1. This gives us a soft light. Now if it's clamping, it's at 1. This is going from 0.64 to there. And 0.64. Let's go with that. Let's see. Because as is, this does not tell us shit. No, wait. Change the scale in the Z. It's not the worst. It's not doing the effect that we want it to, though. What we want it to do is go and spread out more to the sides. More like a giant wave-ish sort of. Can we scale it in what, all 3 directions? So we go here, 1.5 this, and 1.5 this. No. You know what? Let's increase this in terms of size. Go here, change this to like 16. Something like crazy like that. No. We need the origin to be under the waterfall to be able to change that. So let's go with back to the 1. Go here. Where is the origin? Right there. So there. And now we can go ahead and move this to 16. Whatever. So we get this to 15. Let me move this back just a tiny bit. Okay, and then let's start the distortion. What I really want to do is spread this wave more to the sides, but I'm not able to do that for whatever reasons. So we're going to continue with this and go with the distortion. Very high distortion, like 15. Yeah, like 15 distortion. And let's go with detail 2, not 1, 2. We can go ahead and give this color ramp. Right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fade it in. First we're going to move this to 0.3-ish. We're going to go ahead. So this way it's going to make it look like it's fading in the water. Can I make this less bright? Yeah. Let's make this like very close. So it's like the impact is where most of this is happening. The very light and the very dark. So like something like that. Yeah, maybe a bit. Yeah, I like that. I still don't like the distance it's going though. Maybe if I go like this, I can maybe reduce. It's the sides. It's not touching the sides, which is bothering me. Let's go ahead and make this scale Scale more in the X or if you'll ever decide to scale horizontally, that will be the death of me. Okay. Let's put this at 3.4 ish. Put it at that. Yep, cool. That's enough I'm gonna put on this time. Alright, spear. This is the end of the waterfall. This is the edge where everything splats. What we're gonna do there is gonna add a simple modifier. We're gonna go ahead and make it a what's the proper way to say this? We're gonna make it more look like water. Would that be the best way to say this? I'm just gonna subdivide it more or less at the moment to start off with. Let's just add a simple subdivision. Where's this cliff? We have in our waterfall, we have not the spear, we have the spear. Now we're just gonna go here, go to here, and just go ahead and add the subdivision modifier. Where are you, subdivision? Yeah, there we go. So it's gonna make it look more bigger, I guess is the best way to say this. It's gonna look much bigger this way. Speaking of which, there's a couple things I don't like about this. So we have all this headed there. But I don't feel like it should be this bright here. Maybe a bit darker. And then more in that direction. I wonder if I can go ahead and reduce the scale of these. No. 50 and 100% random. It's the... Nah, it's fine. It's the number of them that's bothering me, not really anything else. But, okay. Let's just go with it at this point. I want to work on the actual waterfall for a bit, not these. Actually, wait. Did I not add the mapper? I didn't add the mapping. That's why. Today. I was supposed to add this, similar to this. Then go from here to vector. Boom, boom. This didn't matter. What mattered was the rotation. And that. What was it that made it all like very... It's on a point. 86. $13. Let's put this there. Move this just a tiny bit up. looks fine, but okay, yeah, that's enough. There we go. Okay. Now with this, we have this tiny bit here. I'm gonna add this keyframe. Okay. This is the part where we turn this from a static image into an actual waterfall. Let's go there. Let's go to timeline. Okay. What we're gonna do is auto keying this. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna do something fun. We're gonna move it in the X direction. So by the time it goes there, I'm gonna set it at, so it's gonna be easier to do it this way. This is at 0. Nice. We're gonna put in the keyframe. Insert keyframe. Nothing will ever stop hating me. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and move this all the way to the end of our time. And move the X over as it goes to, okay, let's just go 20, 30. And then you can just hit play and see how it goes. Okay, so there's two problems with this. A, it's headed the other way. B, it's very small. So go like this. Well, it is well, it isn't wrong. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do, let's go ahead and make this 0.5. Play it from the beginning and see how that goes. No, I do not like how that's going. Is it even going in the right direction? No, it's also doing this sparkle thing. So let's go ahead and play this now. Okay. Sparkle's not wrong. So I will rotate 90 degrees on the X. Go from the beginning. Okay, X was not the right coordinate. wonder if we'd be better off just restarting this part at this point, because there's a lot of issues with it that I'm having. For example, yeah, no, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna restart this. Because the way it is as is isn't working out. It's causing multiple issues. So we're gonna go ahead and restart this waterfall part. So if any of you want to start this, you can with me. Somewhere there, make that the center. Put it here, Shift 8, plane. Let's go G, let's move it right there. Is the keyframe thing still happening? Let's go here, go, what's this? Timeline? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll have to turn this off. Go here. Yeah, just do this again. Cool. Plane? Yeah, okay. And I move this here. Huh. Never noticed that was actually off by the 3. Weird. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and scale this, and first let's make it the Y. Scale this all the way. G, Y. Scale Y. Scale this in the X. G, X, boom. There we go. We have the top of our waterfall. So, only 2 things to do. Let's go here. Let's give this a new material. There we go. Close this. Let's go with this. Let's give this a emission. Let's go here, give it a Verneuil. Verneuil. Me being a dumbass, forgot to press X. Here, go here. And there we go. Cool. So now we can just go ahead, apply the Verneuil on the distance to this color. Now go give it a color ramp. Huh. Why is this? Oh, because I'm an idiot. Again. Okay, let's go make this darker. Oh no, I want it black with the white blotches. Not the opposite. With the white lower. Have a couple of these. Okay. So now what we have is a black thing with, okay, that's not wrong. We have a black thing with some of this, and we can go ahead and make this a bit nicer. Yeah, a bit less. Make this, scale this a bit more. So we're gonna have a whole bunch more of these dots. 10, 20. 20 seems a bit too much for me. No. Well, either way. 15 looks nicer. Yeah. Alright, so here we're gonna go to texture, coordinate. From vector to vector. Go from generated to vector. And boom. Now we have the direction of where it will go and how it will go. So now, simple thing I can do is go ahead and scale this. So I'm gonna do that and go here and scale this in length. So that's what we were supposed to do before, to scale it horizontally. Nice. Now what we do, let's go here, and I'm gonna increase this because it's actually much less than I thought it would be. Nice. So now we can go ahead and do the keyframes thing. So the best way to think about keyframes is now you are going to be the camera person, and you want this, you control all these movements. So add 0. Gonna insert the keyframe here. Auto keyframe this. Insert keyframe onto the X. Now watch this. What we're gonna do is move this all the way to 1. By the end of this, we want this thing to become 1. So we insert another keyframe here. I did not insert the original keyframe. Here, let's insert this keyframe. That. Go ahead here. Apply the keyframe here. So first here, insert keyframe. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't activating. It had activated, just not on this channel. So let's go here. Let's change this to 0. go here all the way to 250. That's how many seconds we want this to be. So we're gonna move this all the way to 0.5. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna test this out. And voila. Now to me that seems a bit fast. I might move it to 0.8, but you see how it slows down? We don't want it to slow down. So let's go here. Move this to look, just like 0.6 or something like that. 0.8. But it does seem fine to me. It is a waterfall, it's supposed to go fast. Maybe as soon as I fix the slowness, it'll work out. Because at the moment, it just has that weird issue where it slows down randomly. So what we need to do is, well, that's the plan. We need to interpolate this. So we go here, go right click, go to keyframe, we go to interpolation mode. We have to make this constant. So, how did I change the, yeah, I did. So instead of 0.5, it's just 0, 0.5, oops. I should make this not constant, but linear. That is my bad. If we see this, let's see. No Cinderella, nice. Maybe it's better if it was faster, so maybe it's 0.8. No, 0.7 or 0.6. Let's try this again. It's better. I can see it more now, but if the speed is what's bothering me, it should probably be 0.75. Because this is a waterfall, so unless we start watching waterfall videos, I think this is it. Let's see. There we go. Now we have our waterfall. Now what we're gonna have to do is pretty much the same for the rest of it. So let's pause this, go here, and let's insert a keyframe for this. Let's see, I want to insert the keyframe here for this. Insert keyframe, there we go. Now if I go here, we want to insert another keyframe. this time we don't want it to there. We go like 15. But this bar is going to be much faster, so let's go here. Let's go here. So this might in fact be too fast because it doesn't match the speed of the one above. So let's go. It's 2 times speed, but the issue with this is that even though it looks right, it's going too fast. Let's go all the way to the end. Go here. Let's go and make this to 7. Yeah, let's go 7. There's another issue with this is starting too high. Makes it look weird. So what we're gonna do is scale it in the Z. Let me put down the number of these because there's still a lot. Could be it. How much? Here we have 20. So let's move this to 20 as well. So let's go ahead and, oh, where are these from? Delete. Oh, nice. Okay. Triple rotation now to make this linear. And there we go. Now we have this cool little waterfall effect going on. What we're gonna do is change the colors on these, and then hopefully everything works out. There's always a chance that it might just break and die on us right now. That's why I'm gonna save. Let's see. Okay, so after, I'll let this play for you guys. So after this, what we could do is we're gonna have to move this top part, but I'm thinking, what is the best way to do it? Even if we could, I don't know how much we would need to move this top part as well. You know what? No, let's do it as well. Okay. Pause this. Let's go here. Let's go and make this. There we are. Let's make this into a major keyframe. Okay, then what we want 250 is this X to continue from 5.5 to, what was it for this one? It's a 7. The same. So here at 1, insert keyframe. There we go. And here we want this to be 7. Now this is a weird case where it might be better. No, 20. This is 20. This might be better here. Because of the number, I might have to move this a bit more forward. like so. Okay, now this will give us the effect the water is running down there. And that's the easy part. Okay, with that, we have that, we have that. Nice. Now, oh, wait. Hello, hello. What are you doing there? The keyframe is at the wrong part. Okay, let's delete these. Let's do the keyframes. No, still works fine. Cool. The only thing I still don't like about this one is it's very thin still. It's very thick. I'd really prefer if it was thinner. Can I go here? Maybe. That's better. I'd rather it be like very like. I think I went on for this for a while. Because of the length and the way it is, it's like very weird to me. So 17. And there we go. If I change the Y. Yeah, let me go here, change this to 0, put this to 0. It's not the worst. Alright, we'll go with that. I wonder if I change this, because the reason it's that in the first place was because how things just ended up being, didn't have to be 0, 0, 0. And this is 3D instead of 4D. See if I put that to 4D. 3.6. So I liked it better before. Go ahead and scale this though. I want to make it thinner and then scale it in the Z. Make it longer. Weird little effect happening there. I just move it like a centimeter. There. Cool. Cool, cool. And there we have it. A actual waterfall. Ish. It's doing that little effect thing, but it's like that's not something that'll happen once, what's it called, when we actually go in camera view into this location. So it's not too bad. Let's see. Could always make this darker and maybe cry they'll one day work, but that won't happen. So now we're gonna have to do something different. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna go into this waterfall. Okay, And let's select the empty that we had there before. So our waterfall moves based on this thing's direction. So it's gonna be a bit this might be a bit obvious, but we're gonna go ahead and move this so that it is consistently going that way. So let's go here. Oh, what's this keyframe? Die. Okay. So we're gonna go here. At 1. We're gonna insert the keyframe. Location. And then we're gonna go over here at the very end. And we want it to go. Is it? Let's just make it go 0.3. Okay, so let's go here. Tell me if you see something weird, especially going about it how we are right now. Let's just play this and keep looping it. Oh wait. Let's first, in case I didn't make it too clear, the issue is it's not going fast enough. So we're gonna move this, go over. Let's make it to -9, -7. Let's go with that. And let's start at the beginning of this. So we got here. Nice. Going forward like that. Go here. Let's interpolate this. Let's make it linear. Let's go here. Let's go here. Nice, right? But to me, this is still too slow for a waterfall. So let's make this to -15. I'm using negative. Anyone else, it's going to be a different option for you. So let's go here. Start from the beginning. Let's go play. Huh. Oh, I changed it from here. Here's the -5 to -15. So let's go. It works. It works. Does it work fast enough? Or is it maybe too fast? Thinking. We go into their settings for this part. And we have this as our material. But if we go to our property modifier, and it's called, I'm going 1 and 2, that should be fine. Let's disable this and this, however, and go like that. Does that look better or worse? Also, I was gonna say, I want to make this bigger now that I look at it. This wave is gonna be the death of me. It shouldn't be so hard to make a wave, yet it's doing everything in its power to try and make me kill it where it stands. Let's go and put this there. Then we're gonna go ahead and rotate this. Till we get to the point where it will finally accept something. Let's see. Doesn't actually look the worst. It looks really stylized for some reason. Let's see. 65. Better. 180. Let's go there. It's 180 it is. Can I, if I just scale this to the size? So now it just looks a bit weird. Plus, for some reason, the scale is doing something different. If I go here and let's go with just this, put it back to distortion, and let's not get stuck in this for another 20 minutes. Like we were about 10 minutes ago. Again. Alright, so this one's not too hard. All we have to do is just apply the effect to the, what's it called? Not the render, but of the, where are we? Here. Let's go here and get rid of this. I don't need you. Okay, we have mapping here. Okay, nice. Let's insert our keyframe. Okay, and we are just going to go to the wave thing, and we're gonna move the phase up to the, it's called the phase onset. So we have the phase offs. Right, insert the keyframe here for that, and then we're gonna go ahead and go all the way to the end, and let's pick a keyframe that makes sense for that. So for something like this, we're gonna be moving like a lot. So I'm guessing something like 200. Let's go with this. Okay. Oh wait. Let's go. Alright, so the reason this works somewhat is because the effect is correct. It looks right, but because it's not applying to the sides, it's causing this issue. And to fix this issue, we might have to delete and restart this part. And at this point, I'm willing to even do that. Let's see. Anything else about this? Yeah, there's no acceleration. The interpolation is still like that. Waterfall bottom. Okay, where are you? There you are. Let's go. Select all. Boom. Interpolation mode. Linear. There you have it. We have a functioning waterfall. Now I have the option of either redoing the bottom part or we can go ahead and fix. We can go ahead and fix the bottom part, or we can start doing color. Oh, that reminds me. Let's get rid of this stupid effect that's happening here. Let's go here. So, neat trick. Transparent. No, mix transparent. We're gonna go with a what's called a mix shader. We're gonna go ahead and change basically what this looks like to fake that it's not really there. So where's the mix shader? Yeah. So we're gonna take this, shove it right here. And we're gonna take a transparent PDF. Put it right there. Put this right here.
Put the shader into.
With that, this should be able to hide all our secrets. I'm kidding, but just delete these keyframes that are here again. Yeah, there we go. So now let's just add in a simple, what do we call it? I don't want to say just the shader, I mean, let's add in an inverter. Inverter. Caps lock. Okay, and let's take the color, also from the color wheel, put it into this thing's color. Just nice, and then we put this inside of the fract. Alright, doing this should cause it to basically look right. But what was it? We still have to get rid of this this color from the emission. And let's see, how does that look? Okay, so let's go into the I'm in render mode, right? Okay, yeah, let's go into the objects, go into the settings, and instead of going to opaque, let's make this into an alpha flip so we can see through it. Make the shadow as well as an alpha flip. So what happened is we basically got rid of all of it. See? Invisible. Now that it's invisible, we can do some fun stuff. So let's go ahead and move this into the X. And we can move this a bit into the Y. The Z. Basically, gonna be turning this that was once a sheet for our pane into something quite useful. And just put it a bit closer so no one can see the insides. Oh, do I? G and then X, and then move this closer, and boom. And there you go. It looks like it's becoming a part of it. Now we can do the same thing here. It's more or less hidden already, but we can move this. Let's not move this, let's move this. There we go. and G. I almost deleted it. Nice. We got G. Z, and then move this just a tiny bit up. And there we go. So now we got this really cool waterfall effect going here that we wanted. More keyframes that appeared. Let's get rid of all these keyframes, because all we needed were just those two. Too close. Let's move this G just a tiny inch. There we go. And there we go. We have our nice little waterfall. And there we go. It's perfect. Now, all we need to do is change how we do this. So now, simple thing we can do is go here and let's change the color. So what we have is black, right? But we don't need black. Black is just to show us what was happening. So let's go and give us an actual color now, like something that we can actually use. Let's go with the light blue, like that. Maybe it's too dark. Let's go with something that's actually much brighter. Let's go with... It's not bad, it's just too light. It's not light enough. Let's go with 7. Let's go with this as full 1, and then go with this as like 0.4. There. And then we'll do the same here. It's the same color. Easier move. Go here, copy the hex. Go here. Go here. Let's use the same hex. And there we go. Easy clap, easy clap. Boom. And ta-da. The reason why we use black is because it's easier to tell the difference between black and white, especially with movement. And then we can add in the color effects here. Now look at it. Our little baby's all grown up. The only thing is it's a bit too green for me. Let's maybe make this a bit more blue. Let's see. I realize this is gonna be the same color as the sky right now. Actually, what color is the sky right now? It's not bad color. So we get to the green at that point, but we want to stay. It's really light blue. I like this. Let's use this. And there we go. There's our waterfall. And now, let's put the waterfall next to everything else that we have going on in our scene. And let's do this. Let's move. Can I just select the whole scene? Yeah, okay. Nice. This is not part of our waterfall scene. This plane. So let's move this in here. Okay, now let's select everything. This G. Let's make this float. Okay, we have our mountain that we were supposed to make. Let's go ahead and it's bigger. Let's go. Oh, we don't need this right now. Oh. There we go. Scale, only the Z. Select this all, move this. G, X. G90X. Oop. Bit and let's move our camera. Let's go here, go here, go into our camera. Let's go into our view. Let's go camera to view. So let's go here and we're gonna move the shot. Before we had this, now we're gonna have this. I play this. Okay, so what happened there is let's move this here. Let's unlock the camera to the zoom. What happened here is that we still have our auto keyframes going on. That's taking each of our things and putting a timestamp on it, including the movement. So let's delete that. Let's ooh, that's actually really bad. Let's go ahead and can I just raise it? Yeah, I should be able to just raise it. So basically all of these, I don't want any of those. I just want the simple waterfall, rain, the water going. Let's move this up, back to normal. Cool. Let's not do this. G in the X direction. Let's go. There's something off about this. I can't put my finger on why. Well, let's move the camera a bit. Let's lock this back into view. Move this. Let's go for lower shot. Let's move the camera higher up. Maybe we can, if I zoom out, I can get the top of the waterfall, which could be better. Let me just turn this off. Did I have it on the camera? Let's see. If we move this, go back to our timeline. There we go. We have our movements. Let's get rid of all keyframes here. Then we can go ahead and move this here. There's an issue with this that's like it's not very obvious, but sort of. we could do tracking shot of the waterfall and then come upon Pokeballs over there. I think that's gonna be all the time we have for today, at least. Okay, so that's where we'll end it for today. We'll come back to continue with this because we're gonna add in some rocks over here, make this look like an actual path, actual hill, make this actually feel like mountains and some land. Okay, are these still happening? Okay, let's go ahead and move this over there, move this a bit lower, duplicate object, this here, this behind the waterfall. Go back to 0. Let's go and move the camera to view. Oh, it's a bit zoomed out already. Let's go back to this, move this here, camera to view. Lock the camera to the view. Why is this hidden? Oh, rotate X. Nope. Rotate. Rotating the Z. Don't worry, we're getting used to these. Gonna get used to them. Huh, it's weird. I guess it's too far back. Oh. It's ending at 1,000 meters instead of like way more than that. Which causes the weird effect that's happening. Like, give me 2. Was that 10,000? 15,000? Let's go. Lock this. Let's take this and rotate it. Because the shadows is what's messing with us now. Not the actual thing. That's not it. Let's go. Better. Okay. Let's take a video of this. I'm gonna call it a day there. So let's go to, let's just view the animation real quick. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and make a small video of this, put it on Twitter, and then we'll call it a day. We'll go ahead and do that. And then, let's see, where is it? Just make sure the sampling and everything is done fine. Because 64. How would this look in cycles? EV is the best. Oh, what we're gonna be doing. Okay. Sampling. It's fine. Should be good. Thinking, is there something else that we need to do with this before we can final render it? It's fine, but let's see. Can always make it so that the sun source is setting on it. I don't want to do that though at the moment. Because if we start doing that, then it's gonna be like another long process. Let's see. Okay. Should be fine. Go with this. And we'll go ahead and put it in a folder. We'll call it temp. We'll call it new folder. We'll call it render falls in there. And then inside that we'll call it render. Cool. Okay, and then we should be fine with that. Let's go into render and let's render the animation. And with that, I think we'll call it a day. This is gonna take quite some time. Alright, thank you all for joining me for today. I hope it was entertaining, to say the least. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.